Yeah, so about casting choices, right? Yeah, you mentioned Michael Keaton, that they were completely out of it when they cast him as Batman. Same goes for when they cast Heath Ledger, right? They were the guy from Brokeback Mountain. Why the fuck did they cast him for Joker, right? Same goes for Ben Affleck. Yeah, you can say whatever you want about Ben Affleck, but Ben Affleck was a fucking god as Batman, right? And not only Batman, but also Bruce Wayne, in my opinion, solely. He was just so fucking convincing as Batman and Bruce Wayne.
I'm not gonna hate on anyone who has to take the role of Batman. Like he stepped up to the plate and was like, "Yeah, I'll do Batman," without any hesitation. They had other people lined up. They had like who was it? God,
Armie Hammer.
I can't think of his name. He played as Cable in the Deadpool movies. Josh Brolin.
Oh, really? He wanted to be. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, with his chin and everything, he could have been very Frank Miller-esque Batman that they were going for, because of how defined he is, his body build, because the Frank Miller Batman is a little more shorter and stout, but he's all muscle.
Right.
He's very serious and that would have been perfect. He would have been a good Bruce Wayne also, but
exactly.
Affleck did good. He stepped up and he owned it. He said, "I just don't want to do this anymore. I'm not into it."
It's too stressful, like with all the fucking fans going crazy on Twitter and expecting things or not liking things. He has to go through all that too.
Right.
But what I was gonna, go ahead.
He just didn't want to make a product. He said at the end that he didn't feel like he was into it anymore.
Yeah.
He said he probably got as much Batman as he could out of him, and then he just wasn't feeling it where he was at. So it's just something. It's crazy to see the dude from Mallrats. And all those Kevin Smith movies, and Clerks and shit, and all that shit that grow up out of that after they talk about superheroes and all that funny shit constantly, to just be, my friend is Batman in a movie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly, and also the way he actually bulked up for the role, right? Of course, he wasn't completely ripped for the entirety of the movie. That's kind of impossible, but for the shot where he's training, the training montage, with the dumbbells and all that shit, where he's doing the pull-ups, right? Then you can see the fucking abs, that is a fucking Batman to me, all credit to Christian Bale, who has his qualities in the character, but aside from the fucking voice and the bat suit, but he was because I didn't like that, but aside from that. The build that he was in Batman Begins, he was actually pretty bulky, but in The Dark Knight he was just fucking slim, and that's not imposing to me, and even the first movie he's not really imposing to me, because I just know he's a skinny dude, in a suit that makes him look a little bit wider, so to speak, in shoulder width and all that. But in general, sorry, I'll get back to you. So in general, Ben Affleck was just fucking ribbed and bulked up, and he was very menacing. Yeah.
Yeah. He did a good job, though, I thought, because when I first watched it, I thought the first part where he's aggressive with the guys in the attic, where he goes up there and then he singes his Batman symbol on him.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I thought that was what we were going to get. It was like a Frank Miller Batman where he's just angry and he just beats the shit out of these guys. That's not what we got, but it was kind of cool to see. So that makes me really excited for Robert Pattinson Batman, because Robert Pattinson, he looks really from the comics Batman. He's not super buff like you were talking about, but he's in shape enough to where, and I know that's a big thing online right now, where people are like, he didn't work out for Batman. Bullshit.
He did. He has abs.
He's huge.
He's working out.
Yeah, he's a big dude.
Yeah, but again, it's his second year into being Batman. You're not supposed to expect him to be fucking bulky from the start.
Right.
But Bill, in the first movie was more bulky than in the second movie, which was maybe year or whatever. I don't know. Like he was so slimmed down, and then the third movie is a fucking mess, like The Dark Knight Rises. But what I wanted to say in the start is that don't be biased, you know. Just because he was a fucking vampire in the Twilight movies doesn't mean he's a bad pick for Batman, right?
Oh my god, I did a reaction to the Batman thing, dude. It had like 4,000 views almost immediately after I dropped it because I had my Batman mask on and I freaked out because it was so badass looking, dude. Like it was amazing.
Yeah.
And like then of course coronavirus happened and then they had, you know, a break. Kind of took a little steam off of it now, but that's good, I think, because now, you know, people have forgotten about the Batman movie, but they're still working on it right now.
Right, yeah. It's in post-production now, so they've finished shooting. They're doing a few reshoots, which is normal for any fucking movie, okay? Film nerds, calm down. It doesn't have to be Justice League all over again. Many movies do fucking reshoots, okay?